Established in 1969, Udac was one of the first organizations in Minnesota to offer out-of-home activities for children and adults with disabilities. With the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, Udac modified their mission to develop and maintain individualized opportunities for the people they support in the areas of community integration and employment.
4 or 5 years ago, our organization started hearing rumblings from the Department of Human Services that things were going to change. When the pandemic happened, it gave us an incredible opportunity to stop, pause, and go, how do people really want to be supported, and how can we help them be supported in what they want to do? And that was when we decided to get rid of our 14C license, close down our mailing and shredding business that we had had for decades, and really take a look at how we would provide services solely in the community.
Section 14C of the Federal Fair Labor Standards Act allows employers to pay less than minimum wage to workers who have disabilities.
We had people employed before, but they were employed in enclave settings or here within our building. Now everybody that works here is employed in a competitive wage, independently in their job. They're hired on by an employer and are receiving benefits and paid leave and vacation time.
James is an individual that Udac supports. For several years, he has worked at Culver's with his supervisor, Dan.
I've worked with him for some time now, for a few years, I guess. He's a very positive attitude. He's always has a smile. He has a good sense of humor. He was trained on how to take orders, which can be kind of complex sometimes, and it requires somebody who has good interpersonal skills. He always has a very friendly greeting to his fellow teammates, and certainly to each and every guest who approaches him at the counter.
It's just been an incredible transformation, not only for our organization, but for the people that have come along with us. Giving one person a small opportunity can really change their whole life, and that's what we started to see. Just one little opportunity at a time started to open the doors for people, which then started to change the minds of the case managers and the guardians and parents. They started to come along with us because we were able to communicate those successes people were having.
Amber is another individual supported by Udac. Joe Bittner, her career and life coach, is helping her to become fully independent in her job.
She's in charge of the salad bar, and she keeps everything filled and everything wiped down, and if she has time, she fills containers and stocks a little bit more. I remind her if things are getting low and she hasn't filled them, but really she's quite independent and does a beautiful job. Our end goal is to totally fade, and she would be independent and have all of her natural supports here. I think she'll get there. And she loves her job, she knows a lot of people, and she actually has a lot of natural supports here.
For Udac, transitioning to a model focused on supporting individuals solely in the community required a concentrated effort to change both their philosophy and the mindsets of their staff.
We had to stop looking at somebody as a vulnerable person and start looking at them as a person. And I think when we started to do that, things started to change for us. The logistics of it seemed impossible. It was a total 180 from what I was doing, where I was primarily sitting at a desk all day doing case management for 25 people who were in the building. I can't even fathom going back to the way that we were supporting people. Just to experience and to watch people move forward in their lives and have so many different opportunities, you can't help but want to be a part of that. I would tell staff who are thinking about making this transformation to just really keep an open mind and start looking at people individually rather than as a group of people. The greatest advice I can give is to shed all your thoughts about disability services away and really open your mind to what is possible.